You need to know this about self-driving cars. If we're going to have self-driving cars, they need open weight AI models inside them so anyone can inspect them, open design hardware, physical switches to detach the AI and compute parts of the car. So the car can be driven manually without any self-driving features, full ability to detach the computer from the driving physically. That's pretty much it. Open weight models, open source hardware, analog backups. So, will this happen anytime soon? I don't know. I hope someone makes it happen, or some group of peoples. I got projects I'm working on. So perhaps there can be a benefit corporation or a decentralized autonomous organization or a nonprofit that implements this, or just some very ethical for-profit company, which I suppose could be a benefit corporation, but whatever. So we need ethical capitalism instead of ruthless capitalism. And I think that open source self-driving cars that have open weight models and open source hardware and analog backups to disconnect the computers, I think that's all important. And I think such an endeavor can be part of ethical capitalism. So self-driving cars may save lives. That will be good if they do. Just if we have self-driving cars that are only available from one or two companies with weak data protection and data privacy laws, like that can be problematic. So I hope that you consider all this. Self-driving cars can increase convenience, that's for sure. It'll be good if that happens. Now, the same can perhaps be true for the VTOLs, the vertical takeoff and landing, moving sort of drones that can hold humans, the VTOLs. I think the same may apply for them. Yeah, between self-driving cars and VTOLs, I think the opportunities for transportation in the future can be very good. There probably needs to be better data privacy laws in general. So when or how that'll happen, I'm not entirely sure. But, with how many cameras are on self-driving cars and or LiDAR or whatever mechanisms exist for them to work, like with all this AI and automation, we need to make sure that we don't rely too heavily on technology. I mean, that's the fundamental underlying issue. It sort of motivates me creating this video. So, so whether it's self-driving cars or factory automation or healthcare automation or research automation, if it results in a 4-day work week or a 3-day work week for everyone, like that's great and that will be good. But if we don't have our freedom because either we live in a surveillance state or people are sort of effectively poor and there's sort of this techno feudalism, like that's not good. So we need to make sure it doesn't happen like that. And the self-driving cars are, I think, one component of that that's notable. I'll leave it there.